Hi everyone, and welcome to the Scorpio June 12th through the 18th weekly Tarot Bite reading. This is I Am Illuminated Tarot, a place for you to better connect with and illuminate your own personal spiritual importance. So hi everyone and welcome. This is meant to be a mini reading, about 10 minutes or less, where we're diving a little deeper into the theme that came up in the general collective reading for the week, which was posted on Sunday. And we're looking at what this theme is. We're diving a little deeper into this theme specifically for your sign. So the theme that came up was the energy of love, how we connect to others, and then also mending past relationships and possibly getting ready for fated or destined relationships that are going to start to come into our experience as of this week. So let's go ahead here, Scorpio, and see what is coming up around the energy of love and connection and partnership here for you this week. What does Scorpio need to know? I hope your week's all off to a great start. The cards are kind of quiet here. I'm using Doreen Virtue's Romance Angels deck. I don't use this a lot in my YouTube readings, but I thought in this case, since we're looking specifically at love and relationships, it was a good deck. Is there something you don't want to see, Scorpio? What does Scorpio need to know? I do like my cards to come out authentically, so sometimes the shuffling does take a while. I apologize. You can skip ahead, definitely, if you'd like. What does Scorpio need to know? Okay. Oh, interesting. So you have the same card that came out for your opposing sign of Taurus. They also got this card, but they got it in with another card that came out. So it says calling in your soulmate. It says your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you together. I love this. So for Taurus, I really spoke specifically to for them, it was more about really opening them up and making themselves vulnerable to allow themselves to bring in this individual that they've been kind of hoping to have that support and love and connection to in some aspect of their life. For you guys, I really feel like you're really on the precipice of either bringing someone into your life or you already have who is a soulmate. Now, soulmates don't always have to be the romantic partner of your dreams. This could literally be that this person is coming into your life to actually be a growth point, that they might be the instigator of some change in your life. And I get the feeling for some of you that you have been long waiting for either the partner of your dreams, for the business partner of your dreams, for the best friend of your dreams, something along those lines where, again, you've been waiting, you've been hoping for, you've been wondering where you're going to have this individual come into your life and how. And I think this is the week where you might finally see either someone who is currently in your life or someone possibly based on the general reading, the collective, that there could be someone from your past coming back into your life. And it might feel, this might be that time where it's almost like you kind of have to have a very open, broad view of who is in your immediate experience and where there might be this soulmate waiting to come in, and maybe perhaps where I'm just getting the feeling of maybe where you are blocking them, where you're not allowing them. This is kind of going a little bit off of last week's reading around like kind of letting down your fire, letting down the guard. I'm going to see what else wants to come out. I'm going to pull some additional clarifiers here to see what else is wanting to come out around this. But I mean, it does say that this week you are calling them in. Your prayers, your affirmations, that visualization of what you want, it's been heard by the divine. It's been seen. And there is someone in your experience that really does want to come in and be this individual to you, or be someone who's really going to, again, kind of stimulate new growth for yourself, which is always positive. So let's go ahead here and see, what does Scorpio need to know All right, so we have, Seven of Wands. This is a defensive energy. It's interesting because I feel like, actually, I don't think this came up for you last week. I think it came up for Aquarius. But the Seven of Wands really is one of defending your position. It's one where it can be one sometimes where we have to ask ourselves the question, is it worth it for me to defend the action I'm choosing to take? But there's also one too, like with this one specifically, and it's also very similar in the traditional Rider-Waite tarot, where you see an individual standing on higher ground and all you see are sticks below. Now, what we don't know is he's assuming these sticks are all coming to get him. But it may be a simple illusion. There could be people down there who are like, hey, do you need another stick? I see you standing up on the hill with your stick. Can we come up and join you? There's a feeling here of possibly pushing away someone who wants to join you right now. Someone who wants to be that soulmate. Someone who wants to come up there. Nine of Wands. There's a level of burnout. There's a level of fatigue. I think for some of you, you've gone through a lot in whatever aspect you're looking to bring in the soulmate into, whether you've really struggled in work, whether you've really struggled in a personal relationship. But there's something here where I think you're kind of pushing away others or specifically this individual who might be coming in because of what you've had to go through, because of this level of burnout, because of the level of fatigue. And it may be at this point where there's an individual who wants to come in and help alleviate that for you or help open up a new pathway in that. So let's say you've struggled in your romantic aspect of your life. There could be someone who wants to come in and really help elevate that part of your experience. But yet you're like, I hate, nope, not dating, not going out on the dates, not letting this person keeps trying to call me. I'm not going to call him back because I'm just done. I'm done with dating. I'm done with this. I'm done, whatever it is that you feel you're done with in a romantic relationship. And yet there's like the love of your life waiting to come in. They're texting you every day. They're sending you a little, romantic email or something like that. And you're like, delete. This could be the same thing with, let's say, in a work environment. This could be where you're just like, you went through a really difficult cycle in your work experience. And you're like, oh my gosh, I would love to just work, instead of for this terrible boss, I'd love to work for a really supportive, loving individual, or I'm really looking for a mentor at this point in my life. We all are at different points in our life. And sometimes we're looking for love. Sometimes we're looking for the best manager to work under. Sometimes we're looking for, again, the mentor or teacher to come in and really be a guide in that experience or in this part of our life. And I think for some of you, there's this feeling of like you've been waiting so long for that you almost don't even realize now at this point, you don't believe it's ever going to come in for you. You don't feel that you're ever going to have that wonderful manager to work for. You don't feel that you're ever going to have that best friend. You don't feel that you're ever going to have the love of your life. So you're just like, delete. This might be like where on LinkedIn, someone keeps contacting you and it's like, hey, I'd love to connect. I really would love to share a job opportunity with you. And this could be like the new person who opens the doorway to a whole new, career path, or you working finally for that manager that you've always wanted. I know because I've had that from personal experience, but there's something here around it. There's a little bit of this defensive quality of like, no, I'm good. I'm good here. I don't need that. And I think what the universe is saying is, yes, you do. And they're gifting you with the person in your life who's going to help you in this area that you feel like you're over it. You're done. It's never going to happen. And this is saying it's going to happen. It's going to happen. But you're going to have to, I think this week, really open yourself up and say, yes, I can find that mentor I've always wanted. Yes, I can find the love of my life. Yes, I can work for that amazing place of business or that amazing manager who's going to be incredibly supportive. Yes, fill in the blank. And that, I think if you can kind of open yourself up by saying, yes, I'm ready for this individual to come in and I'm ready to open myself up to the belief that I am worthy of it and that it's ready and waiting to come in, I think you're going to be shocked and surprised by a communication this week, a chance meeting, you name it. So I will leave it there, Scorpio. I hope you all have a wonderful week ahead. If you'd like to book a personal reading, you can click on the link in the description box below to visit my website. Otherwise, you can view your sign's full Taroscope reading for the month of June. That is up on my channel. Otherwise, I will see you next week in next week's Tarot Bite reading. Bye, Scorpio.